So I'm not gonna lie, Caitlin Clark might be the biggest celebrity in Indiana at this stage. Like, forget Halliburton, forget him. She's the biggest sports star in Indiana. She is without question a bigger sports star than Mr. Tyrese Halliburton, who is struggling this season, as far as I'm aware. I don't think he's doing particularly well this season. How is Mr. Tyrese Halliburton playing tonight? But someone that is at the game is Caitlin Clark. She's at the game. You can see Connor McCaffrey there beside her, Caitlin's boyfriend. And the funniest thing about this is, like, obviously Connor McCaffrey and Tyrese Halliburton were together at a lot of games. And, they're beating the Knicks. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Said Indiana Pacers are currently beating the New York Knicks with Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, wow. He's got 23 points and 9 assists. I think Caitlin Clark needs to be at more games. And he's shooting over 53%. She needs to be at more games for Mr. 15 points per game this season. But yeah. So, you can hear with the crowd, she genuinely might be the biggest celebrity. Like, this crowd is going absolutely nuts when she gets shown on screen. And I need to stop that because I realized I had Taylor Swift being played there. And I hope that this video does not get copyright claimed. And, of course, they did go and play Taylor Swift. And then, obviously, Clyde Drexler, or Walt Frazier, sorry. And is this in New York, actually? Oh, this is New York. Oh, and that changes things. Is it New York? So she's at the game. Courtside, Knicks and Pacers. But, like, you're even seeing, like, random New York Knicks basketball pages being, like, Caitlin Clark courtside. And to be fair, like, that's not, like, a thing that's a surprise. Like, I'm pretty sure they would mention it. Like, again, Angel Reese has rocked up the games and she gets shown courtside. So it's not like it's a exclusive thing for Caitlin Clark. But what does Walt Frazier say?
There she is, sitting courtside, Caitlin Clark. You know, when you think
she doesn't look that formidable.
I could stop her. Just put a ball in her hand.
Jesus. That's mad. That is mental. Well, her style game is like Pistol Pete, and he couldn't stop Pistol Pete. Did Walt Frazier actually say he could guard Caitlin Clark as a oh my god. I was not expecting to hear that. I was definitely not expecting that to come out of the mouth of the great Walt Frazier, but I guess. But yeah, it's clear that, like, she's enjoying her off season. She's definitely enjoying her off season, and if this game's in New York, she could be meeting with Nike. Like, yeah, I think this game might be in Madison Square. Is it? Why can I not find where it is in Madison Square? Why is it so hard to find whether or not the game's in freaking Madison Square Garden? Oh, but yeah, she could well be like, why is nothing? I literally nowhere online is telling you where this game is. Oh, Knicks are away. Sorry, it's in Indiana. So I was about to say, I was like, geez, if it's in New York, she could be there for Nike. But no, she is a star in Indiana. And obviously Connor McCaffrey out there supporting his old rival. Connor McCaffrey, I'm pretty sure they were in the same, I think, high school recruiting class. I think Connor McCaffrey was the higher ranked player going to Iowa, with Tyrese Halliburton going to Iowa State. But yeah, there is like a amount of like hype when it comes to Caitlin Clark, realistically, that we haven't seen in women's basketball ever, really. And that's the thing where it's like, maybe it's not just her now, is you're now seeing, like, there are 7 or 8 WNBA players that if they show up to a game, it's a big deal. Caitlin Clark obviously being the biggest one of them. It is a big deal if Angel Reese shows up to a game. It's a big deal if Aja shows up. Aja's there in Miami a lot of the times, obviously. We know because of BAM. And then if Sabrina Ionescu rocks up to a game, Sabrina Ionescu she was at the Oregon game, but like she doesn't seem to do her world tour in the off season. Paige Becker's been there. Heck, Paige Becker's got shown on TV quite a lot of times as well. So yeah, it is a funny one, but like Clyde Drexler coming out and saying that he could lock down Caitlin Clark. Obviously, her insane cult is gonna try go Clyde Drexler. No, everybody knew it was a joke. But it would be... Caitlin Clark could 100% cook modern Clyde Drexler. Sorry, Clyde Frazier. Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier played in the freaking 70s. If I've called him Clyde Drexler, I do... like, I am mistaken. But, like, he played in the 70s. Caitlin Clark could cook him. Like, imagine a 70-something-year-old, probably. What age is Walt Frazier? Walt Frazier he's 79. Imagine a 79-year-old trying to stay in front of Caitlin Clark. That would be a funny halftime show, though. Walt Frazier jumps up out of his seat from commentary, walks down on the floor. Caitlin Clark walks out and be like, yo, you v me. I can stop you. 1v1. 1v1. That would be the greatest halftime show ever. But, yeah. The Pacers are looking like they might go and win the game. Which... to be fair, them and the Knicks are struggling a little bit. The Pacers have been, like, okay. They've been okay. And it's a big one. And yeah, so Caitlin has been spotted there. Nobody else, no Lexi Hull this time. Just Caitlin and the assist to turnover ratio GOAT. The actual GOAT of college basketball. Because, you know, like, we've seen everybody, we know, like, we've seen it in, on Twitter, like, you know, assists don't count because of the turnovers. So, like, so Conor McCaffrey's the greatest passer in college basketball history, because he's, like, I think he's the all-time leader in assist turnover ratio. I mean, I hope CJ Fulton from Charleston is going to overtake that, go on the Irish, but, she's there with the GOAT. She's there with the greatest player of all time. By Caitlin Clark hater logic, her boyfriend is one of the greatest college players of all time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm kind of half surprised she's not in Iowa, considering like Kate Martin, Gabby Marshall, and a few of them are there for their game against Virginia Tech, where, in fairness, they are impressive. They look really, really impressive. But nah, she's there at the Knicks game. I will see you guys.